What do you think? What does this do for the Biden administration? Do you respect them more?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I remember when Joe Biden was having a conversation with you and he told black people that if you don't vote for him, you're not black. Mm-hmm. And then after he got elected, he took care of every other constituency except Black America.
That's a lie.
When they look at Brittney Griner, they're looking at 4 distinct voter bases. You're looking at the celebrity base, you're looking at the LGBTQ base, you're looking at the woman base, and you're looking at the African American base. These are going to be 4 very critical voter bases come election time. So they're really just arming up for that war against Donald Trump.
First off, Dr. Umar Johnson's so full of fucking shit, looking like goddamn Sherman Klump. Somebody get this motherfucker Snickers because you're not yourself when you're hungry. You said that Biden didn't do anything for the constituency, for the black community. Well, that's a damn lie. His first executive order when he got in office was signing the racial equities and advancement of undeserved communities through the federal fucking government. Oh, but you forgot about that. Not only that, he made sure that his entire cabinet was filled with black women. And I want y'all to pay attention to this black women part because it's interesting that he kept bringing up women, black women. It's not about what Joe Biden isn't doing for the black community. It's what he's doing for black women, highlighting black women, putting them in the fold, giving them a position of power, which Dr. Umar Johnson just doesn't like because it makes him feel inferior. But let me tell you what's superior, Dr. Umar Johnson. What's superior is the fact that throughout the history of America, there had only been 8 black women to ever serve on the U.S. Courts of Appeals. Since Joe Biden took office, he has not only nominated, but confirmed 9 black women to the U.S. Courts of Appeals, not including the Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. Dr. Umar Johnson's talking points is all over the place. He believes that if you rinse and repeat it, people will believe it, which is why he speaks in repetition. This motherfucker don't stand for anything. It's interesting that he acted like this isn't really of a big deal, that Joe Biden getting Brittney Griner out of prison. However, in August, he said this.
Brittney Griner ain't going to jail for 8 years for the Russians. She ain't going to jail for 8 years for the Russians. She going to jail for 8 years because of Kamala Harris. She going to jail for 8 years because of Kamala Harris. She's going to jail for 8 years because of Kamala Harris. She's going to jail for 8 years because of President Joe Biden. She's going to jail for 8 years because of the Congressional Black Caucus. She's going to jail for 8 years because of the Congressional Black Caucus. She's going to jail for 8 years because of the Congressional Black Caucus. Let me ask you a question, United States government. If Tom Brady was arrested in Russia for less than 1 gram of cannabis oil, would Tom Brady be going to jail for 8 to 9 years?
So which one is it? Should we give them credit? Should we not give them credit? What the fuck do you want? And since we talking about promises made, promises kept, where the fuck is this Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, Forrest Whitaker, Wakanda, motherfucking Mister from the Color Purple Academy at? Because I ain't seen a brick or a motherfucking textbook. Where the money went? You've been talking about this shit since 2014. We ain't seen a motherfucking thing. Where is it? And I'm going to end the video with this because Dr. Umar Johnson is the one who created this anti-Asian crime bill talking point. There's never been an anti-Asian crime bill. It's never exists. It's always been called the COVID Hate Crimes Act. Where the fuck did y'all get that from? I don't know. But when I bring up the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill that was passed by Joe Biden, y'all asses go into crickets. And then y'all go into this talking point saying, oh, that bill isn't going to protect black people from being killed. So if that bill doesn't protect black people from getting killed, why the fuck are you so mad about this? Is it supposed to protect Asians? My whole thing is that throws your whole talking point away. Why y'all so mad about this? So which one is it? All these bills are preventative measures showing that there will be real consequence for hate towards a minority group. But if you're going to sit here and compare apples to fucking oranges and try to move the goalpost to move the finish line because you're mad that other minorities are getting protection, you are just as worse as white supremacists.